Now, before we go, some science to make sense of us being in an airport.
Sure.
You used to be a teacher.
I did.
That's what took you to the Investigator Science Centre. Exactly. So treat us like kids, like you have tonight, basically.
Oh, okay, sit down.
Sorry, Mrs. Ray.
Yes, that always works, that rhythm method.
So much you learned tonight.
Okay, so what we're going to do is a very simplified version of what we might do to explain why airplanes fly.
Excellent.
So, to start with, and you know what, this guy here is an engineer, so he knows all about this. So we're going to talk a little bit about aerodynamics, and we're going to talk a little bit about something called the Bernoulli principle, which basically explains how the shape of a wing, which kind of, we call it an aerofoil, right? So it kind of is thick at one end and thins out at the other end.
Yep.
So this shape, right? We're going to talk about why that actually helps you to fly. So before we start, what are the four forces?
Earth, wind, fire, and rain.
Great man. Now, what are the four forces that are acting on a plane when it's flying?
Gravity.
Okay, yeah, so we call that...
weight.
Yep.
Friction. No.
Yeah, you're right.
Air resistance.
Call that drag.
Drag. It's one of those episodes. The atmosphere being thinner up higher? No.
No, so this is what we're actually going to talk about in a second.
Lift.
Correct. And there's one more.
And stewards.
Yes, they bring us drinks.
Yes.
No. So if you think about what you've said, right? Drag. What counteracts drag?
Propulsion. Thrust.
Yes. Lovely.
So thrust.
Yes.
Drag.
Correct.
Lift. And weight. Lovely.
Okay. So we're going to talk about one of these forces in particular, which is lift. Now,
can we talk about drag or thrust? No, we
could. Would you like to talk a little bit more about that? In what context? I mean, this could go all night.
The thrust is represented by how hard you blow, Steve.
Okay, well, let's work on that. So, give it to me.
Oh my goodness.
Sumen is now regretting being on the show.
No, not at all, not at all. I have so many of these. Okay, all right, so what would you expect to happen when you blow across this piece of paper?
I would expect it to vibrate, basically.
Which direction would you expect this bit to move?
Oh, to stay down, because I'm blowing on top.
Okay, give it a go, see what happens.
When Steve blows, it goes up.
Science, kids.
My God!
That's what she said too.
Yeah.
Hang on, I didn't expect it to go up.
You didn't? Wow.
Then
That's also what she said.
Let me just make sure I wasn't blowing underneath. Okay, I'm going to just lift my... It's... Okay.
Steve, why does that happen, do you think?
I have no idea. Have you cursed this paper?
Potentially. So as you're blowing,
Yep.
you're basically creating an area of low pressure above the top.
Which is I say vacuum, she says low pressure.
So, okay, if you look at the way that the paper is kind of
Drooping.
and we want it to go up.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Steve's normal problem.
That's kind of the shape of an aerofoil, basically, right? So you're creating low pressure, and you've got sort of, normal sort of air happening down here, which is, by comparison, high pressure, right?
Yep.
So high pressure molecules, air molecules, they kind of want to move up to where...
To fill the void.
The low pressure system
Yes.
is, correct. Right?
So what blows on an aeroplane's wing?
What do you think blows on an aeroplane's wing?
Well, wind, but seagulls. No, what? We've got the engine. That's the closest thing.
Yeah,
So what's that?
So the engine is moving you through the air that you're moving through, which means that the aerofoil shape, which is basically this kind of tear, not really a teardrop, it's flat on the bottom and kind of curved at the top. So the air that's moving across the curved bit has a longer way to go than the air at the flat bit down the bottom. So that's basically what you're doing here, right? Curved bit.
And that's happening because the engine is pushing, drawing the plane forward, creating the blow effect.
The blow effect.
thrusting the plane through the air.
It's thrusting the plane through the air.
So we've learnt the Bertucci principle.
Yes, close. Bernoulli or Bernoulli, I suppose, if you're French.
Now, were you going to do one other thing with us
I
tonight?
was. So I was going to
what's
say,
this?
all right, well, we've explored all of that stuff, right?
Now I know how it gets up. How do I manoeuvre
How do we use it?
Yes.
Now that we know we can get it up.
Exactly.
Is the question. So I thought what we could do is just give it a bit of a test to see how well you dudes do.
All right.
Let's have a paper plane competition.
All right, a blow-off.
See who goes the furthest, the longest, all those sorts of things.
Are you going to give us a tip, or we have to?
No.
Oh, it's all free.
Come on.
Freestyle.
You're an engineer.
Okay.
You understand the basic principles.
I can use this one again.
And I haven't built a paper plane for a long time, but I'm going to give it a go. Let's see what happens.
All right. Fold in half. Mine is probably the Wright brothers version.
Oh,
Hey, they did really well. They did really well. The Wright brothers put a lot of time and effort into working out the limits and the structure of the planes they were building.
And put their lives on the line. Just look at that.
Absolutely.
I've whipped it up nice and quickly.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm going old school
Can't
tonight.
say mine's going to be any better. I mean, it doesn't give me any special knowledge knowing the theory behind what I'm doing.
No.
But let's give it a go, hey?
All right, we'll just see what Nigel comes. Oh, look at that.
Are you building the Joint Strike Fighter of airplanes?
Yeah.
Look, that's another thing I'm going to get hatred about, is the Joint Strike Fighter.
Oh, are we allowed to mention that in the podcast tonight?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Joint Strike Fighter truthers as well. So that's my shortcut for saying people that disagree with me. Anyway.
Right. Truthers. All right.
All right.
So here we go.
Which way are we going to go? Let's go this way.
into camera. Away from camera.
Away from camera.
Why don't we go at the camera?
Oh.
Let's go at the camera.
Because this is a pointy plane and there's a security guy on the other side of the camera.
Oh,
We might get it.
but it's not my camera.
All right, let's see
All right,
who goes
It's not your
furthest.
security guy either.
Okay, so you want to go long ways, do you?
What the?
Yeah, don't judge until you've seen it.
The camera's going to see you go that way.
Okay. Who's
Ready?
going first? Sumen first.
Shouldn't we all just go at once?
Oh,
Okay,
we
no,
can.
I
No,
got it.
it's a timing issue, but we can try
This is
that.
going to be terrible.
Ready? We'll do it all at once. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Winner.
amazing.
Yeah, he won.
Amazing.
I had too much Bertucci principle, and I had lots of lift and drag all at
Yes,
once.
he had a lot of thrust.
Too much thrust.
No, just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah.
You went about, how far is that?
Oh, I went
4
about-
meters, 5 meters?
Yeah.
And Nigel went,
Sort of over there with it.
oh, that's about, I'd say
a long way.
Big jets are.
10 meters. So what we'll do on the podcast show notes for tonight, we'll put the recipe on how you made your plane.
Yes, good call.
Will do.
All right, do that. Thank you for listening, and Sumen, again, thank you for being part of it.
It was awesome. Happy to be here.
And thanks to the Adelaide Airport for letting us be here.
Thank you.